Who was the unfortunate soul to bring her up?
Alessandra cast a fleeting glance at Alfred, who stood behind Edgar. That is not important.
Ah, so it was Alfred,
Edgar deduced, hiding a smirk behind his cup of coffee. Without turning, he could envision the butler's grim expression.
Do not fret for my butler. I am glad he was the one to tell you. At least he would not embellish the truth. Alfred and my mother have a rather contentious relationship. She believes I hold him in higher regard than I do her. Nonsense, is it not?
Well, children naturally love their parents first.
No.
Edgar raised a hand to halt her words.
I mean, it is foolish of her to question it. She spent my childhood attempting to send me away, wishing for others to raise me in her stead. My mother cherished society far more than the notion of rearing a son. Why she acts surprised by my indifference now is beyond me. I have no doubt you have heard that you do not meet her exacting standards for a wife. Do not let such nonsense distress you. If I had shared her interests, I would have married one of her chosen women long ago. My mother holds great influence over many of the women in high society, but there are those who do not align with her. You would do well to seek companionship among them,
Edgar advised. I did not expect to hear my husband suggest I befriend his mother's rivals, Alessandra remarked, though she knew she would have little choice. Lockwood's social elite operated like a grand game of follow the leader, a notion she had learned from eavesdropping on Kate and Katrina. To avoid being ostracized, one had to align with the reigning figure. Naturally, the leader was the one with the greatest wealth and the power to exile anyone from important gatherings. If Priscilla decreed that Alessandra was to be shunned, most would heed her words. Edgar's name would shield her from overt cruelty, but between the rumors surrounding her and Priscilla's disdain, forming friendships would prove difficult. No one would wish to be entangled in a dispute and risk being labelled curse. Alessandra had no intention of remaining isolated forever. If she was to navigate society, she would need allies. This will only make her believe I seek to oppose her, she thought. I have no desire to wage war against his mother. I believe I should wait until I meet her before deciding my course of action, Alessandra replied, attempting to remain optimistic. She had only the words of others to go by. Their relationship might unfold differently than expected. She may simply be relieved that you have wed and be grateful. Edgar chuckled, taking a sip of his coffee before quashing that little dream.
Oh, goodness, no. My mother will be furious. I have no doubt about that. Once the news spreads, expect a storm.
Alessandra frowned, irritated to find her husband so cavalier on the topic. Okay, well, how do you propose we weather that storm?
We can do as I always do. Pretend not to be at home when she visits. I have several residences we may retreat to when she arrives.
Alessandra sighed, putting down her teacup before meeting Edgar's eye. I have spent far too much of my life hiding, Edgar. I refuse to do so any longer, even if it means exposing myself to your mother's wrath.
Hey, I'm Alessandra. If you're wondering what happens next, download the Pocket FM app now and listen to the exciting episodes of The Duke's Masked Bride.